With at least one barricade up, we are in a good spot. If there's anyone who came to try and take from us, that is fine. No, it's not fine, it's very bad. I've got enough to finish off boarding up the house today. That is one big boost. After that, we are getting some moonshine in. Moonshine is going to be good. I may actually up the number for pure alcohol now that I know that other things are less reproductive. Because I know that we can get these traps, but they're not quite as good as I thought they'd be. It may be worth really thinking about the cigarettes and the other stuff. Because cigarettes is something that Anton could maybe try. That is something that I've not really thought about up to this point. How much do I need to upgrade this? I need 1 more electric part and 5 more components. How much wood does it need? It needs 15 wood. I'm just trying to think what's worth doing first. If I'm going out, I need to make sure I build to this. I need to make sure I board up my house because otherwise it's just not going to go well at all for me. But in any way, we shall see how things go. I'm hoping that in the long run, this playthrough will be fine. A little annoyed about this. Maybe there's a mod that I can do to change that, because then that would be a nice, like, almost meat factory playthrough. I'm wondering who is the one I'm most excited to play out of all of these guys, if I'm totally honest. Play a solo run. Arika is an interesting character always, just because you can do things at certain locations that you can't do with anyone else. That is always a nice little bonus. Roman probably would just end up being like my Ripper runs. Catcher, I think I could learn a bit more about trading. Sorry about that, I think that an ambulance or something just passed. But besides that, I don't think there's anyone else who I'm super excited for. Marco will be very good at grabbing stuff. He probably will be the one just to go to every single location and take what he can. I've actually never survived in a full 30 days with, what's her name? Sveta. If I try, so that may be a challenge in and on itself. If she gets even the full score, then that would be impressive. The thing you've got to remember, though, with people like Marco and Roman, is that it's going to be high risk, high reward. Because if they do really well and go to lots of places and try to steal, then sure, they get that stuff. But we're also in a situation there where we're going to put them at risk of being attacked. And if they're at risk of being attacked, they're at risk of dying and losing half of their score at that moment to it. So that could be an interesting situation. It could end up being very poor on me. People could get very annoyed if their favourite character dies because of something I did. But I think I'm okay enough, and I don't want to skew the results in that way. Because the thing is, if it turns out that the favourites do win, it'll still be interesting to see who comes through and third through, like, last. I think that's everything I'm going to do today. We're going to end the day there. Now that I know that the plan is changing, I think I'm going to go to the Shelled Cottage again and grab all of those. What am I grabbing? The sugar and water, because I think this is a really useful place to have. Because I also have the tins of food, and once I've got there, I think we will be a much nicer spot. That is, at least. Cool, prepare. I don't need to take anything because everything is already open for me. People could come and steal from me, but you know what? If that happens, that happens. We're going to need to start positioning ourselves in a situation where it doesn't really matter. I do hope that it's not the fact that I should have to wait during the day to get the food, because if that's the case, then that's not really great. I'm going to grab more wood because I'm a bit low on that now. Let's burst inside and see if I can pick up like maybe 10 sugar. If I need to, I can bring my hatchet to other places. 10 sugar is good. And if I look in here, maybe, is there anything else I could use? You know what, I'm just going to grab twice as much sugar. And let's see what's under the bed. If there's like meds, maybe I should grab those as well. Actually, I'll leave those. Herbal, like, I think I may do at the end a quick run around to see what I can get. Did I never go into the basement here before? I didn't, did I? There's some useful stuff in there, probably. Do I start going through it? No, I'll bring a shovel back at some other point. Honestly, getting that's 10 wood and some stuff like this, that's good. I'm happy with that. If I have to, I may have to go out again to the following night to grab some stuff. I think that may be my best. Oh, wait, is that a person? No, I think I checked that person last time. That's fine. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I can tell my... Oh, yippee. Okay, this may be slightly interesting. Hopefully we weren't scavenged while we were raided. We were. And they stole my water, my alcohol, and my food. Okay, at least I have some of them still. What is your bio saying? We got to sad. Okay, this is not going to go well at all. This is the thing. With a single person, it's a bit of a tricky one to do. But it may be the situation. My next plan, I think, is going to be a weird one, but I am going to send him to the supermarket and get a gun. Because if I can then protect what is ours, then I should be in a little bit of a better spot. In that way, I will sleep, hopefully, until the trader arrives and then be able to do some stuff later. Oh, this is going interesting. I wasn't sure what to expect so much, but this is gonna be nice. Honestly, I know I said initially that this may be 2 weeks worth of content per character, but I may end up having to extend that just because of how long this is taking, because we're already about an hour in, and we're only on day 8. I remember now that things do take a bit longer. 30 days, going from 8, that's almost 4 times, so it could be 4 hours. So if I uploaded one every other day, that's going to put ourselves at 32 days. That's a month. Maybe not that infrequent then. I don't know. We'll see. You'll probably know by now how often I'm uploading because I will have uploaded them in this point. Ah, food. Things that are worthwhile for us. Come on, Anton. This is your shebang. We can do this. This is the thing, is... Oh, and there's something there. If they're asking... Oh, God. I can't help you. You're lovely, but I can't help you. This is the issue. We could end up in a situation problem where everything is making Anton sad. Oh, wait. Yeah, it takes moments to do it, doesn't it? Yippee. That's fine. That's one. And we have fertilizer. Fertilizer is being very, very, very nice. Good. Let us put in fertilizer. And let us put in fertilizer. And then we'll go and talk to the people at the door. Run! We're hungry today, but we won't eat until tomorrow. The outbreak of crime is a little annoying, but yeah. It does also... This situation does stop us from actually doing... It stops us from doing a lot of stuff because there's only one person. In the long run, it may end up being a situation where I try and do a 2-person playthrough. Yeah. 2-person playthrough. It'd be interesting to see that. Because then we could maybe have like dream teams I could put together, pair them off, all of them. Like maybe once I've done this playthrough, whoever got the highest score and whoever got the weakest score goes together and we see what's going to happen. That could be a fun playthrough to do, actually. Think about it. Like, obviously I don't want to say anyone's going to win or anyone's going to lose, but like Roman and Sveta, Anton and Marco or Boris maybe. And it could be that some of these weird, wonderful pairings do actually do well. That may be my series after this, actually. Because obviously I need to come up with something for when this eventually finishes. It'll be a long way away, though. So, I'm pretty happy with how things are going so far. I'm going to end the day here so that he can sleep. Once he has slept, we had a raid yesterday. I'm going to think that there's not going to be a raid tonight. And I'm going to use this to go to the supermarket and get a gun, we hope. Let's end the day. Let's take the hatchet to the supermarket. We think we could get something worthwhile here. I know it's not particularly nice stuff anymore, but once I've got this hatchet, I'll have a gun, and with the gun, I can then protect myself. I am going to take the lockpick, and I'm going to take the shovel, because I think that I can get to some good places with that. And once I've done this, I may stay at home until the end of the crime spree, just because I don't want to risk losing everything because I'm not there. The entire thing will be boarded up, and I will be able to then shoot at anyone, so I think that that is a good enough protection. Good. Wish Anton good luck, because this is just not going to go... This can't go wrong, can it? I feel like I'm recording a script now, because it's like, that's something I say a lot. Wish them luck, this can't go wrong. We've got the hatchet, and he is slightly wounded. He is probably one of the weaker fighters, but a hatchet to the back of someone unaware of what's going on is actually something that could be... that anyone can do. So let us step in and attack. You can see it doesn't even kill him. It doesn't even kill him. Run, 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 run. Hit him, hit him, hit him. There we go. Oh. Well done, Anton. Well done. This could actually be this could boost up his morale, because that's something that's been a problem. And we now have got weapons to protect ourselves. As for other stuff, we now need to make sure we can get some components, maybe some food, because we're not going to be going out very much. Thankfully, of course, we have the luxury of the food production that we already have set up by day 8. So we are in a nice spot. I don't need this anymore. I do need that, though. That's the thing I need. I've got the shovel for particular reasons to actually get down here. There is... which one's worthwhile? There are 2 places here. It could be worth myself getting, like, some of the helmets or vests or things, because those do give points. Those are like 5 points per one. Then they also will protect Anton, because he's already slightly wounded. I don't want to put himself in a situation where he isn't able to do anything anymore. Let's see what's in this one. Okay, this is good. I think I'm going to take the food. I think that's fine. I'm not worried about food, actually, to be honest. I've got 4 there currently. I've got some of this. I need more wood. That could be a tricky thing. I could go and trade away some stuff for wood. You know what? I think that's my logic. Because I've got the hatchet, actually, so I can start to smash up lots of things. That is something worth thinking about. Because I can just take the hatchet to somewhere new. Might as well... Ooh, no. That's fertilizer. I will drop something for fertilizer. I think I'll drop the canned food for fertilizer. Eventually I'll come back and probably try and grab some of this stuff, but fertilizer is something that I always overlook in runs because I never play this sort of method. There's a lot of good stuff here. I may come back. I'm hoping that this is all... like, people haven't come here because there's soldiers and Anton saved the day but can get all the stuff. That's fine. I want to get some more fertilizer before I get back home, because I don't want to be in a situation where I'm losing a lot of the stuff because of... I'm wasting time during this. I don't want to go out too much is the main thing during this entire wave of crime, because I want to protect my stuff. There is a bit of wood. Come on, fertilizer. I know that just means rotten food, because that's what we can attract rats with, but it's still something. No, neither of those things worthwhile. The addiction stuff is the stuff I've kind of neglected in the scoring system, so I will put that together. But to be honest, by the time we've reached this point, you may already know what it is, because I may have updated the scoring system to include it. Because that sounds like something I would have done. There's more veg here. All this sort of stuff that I can't quite grab on day 1. It is worth just grabbing later on. More fertilizer, great. Fertilizer is worth 2 food, so that is kind of why I'm really going for it. Because, yeah, each time I get one of those through, it's like another 4 score, which is nice. If I could put it into a can, it'd be 5 score, so that would be an interesting one. If you were able to put stuff into cans. Because there is a mod, I think, that does that, which means like you cook it and then put it into them. Which gives you the ability to like store food a bit better, which I kind of like. Nice. There's a lot of good stuff here. Maybe I'll come back for some water at some point, but I don't want to risk too many excursions at the moment. The gun is going to be a massive saver, because we've got quite a few bullets in that. It said 20. We're also probably coming up to winter not too far away, so I will need a heater. Probably an upgraded heater, to be honest. But everything like this gives me points. It's going to be a big points thing for everybody involved. Let's check the stuff out here, see if I missed anything. Honestly, the assault rifle is +5 already without even thinking about the other benefits from it. So I'm not too worried about Anton's run in the long run. But I'm hoping that the slight adjustment of food is going to help him. You know what? Anton may actually benefit eventually from a longer run, because he could then he'd be able to produce enough food to sustain himself and it to continue on and on and on. If we were doing like 80-day playthroughs for each character, that would be long. I would be sitting here for best part of like 10 hours for each character. But it would also mean that I can... Did we get away with it? Oh, no, we didn't. And they stole literally everything.